Hello friends and Dino Nuggets, and welcome back to the Terraria playthrough. As you guys probably noticed, I got a little dinosaur following me now. This little guy. Let's see if we can get in close. This was given to me by Flonfrix during one of our live streams. I decided to keep him along for the playthrough. Always gotta love having a dinosaur with us. He gets a little pterodactyl, making him fly around. I think it's wonderful, and I think it's worth keeping, so we are gonna keep him. Today's episode, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to change up the speed of which we've been playing just a little bit because we are going to make some farms. Specifically, I believe we're going to make a gel farm, and we are going to try to make a AFK farm as well that can spawn enemies and get us some equipment that we need, etc., etc. And so that's what we're going to do right away. So I do remember a lot. There's our Torch God arena. I remember a lot about creating an arena, including the fact that it needs a lot of space broken out. And so I figured we can actually start from this area. And I think this might be the perfect place to start cleaning out. Now we're going to obviously, because of the Crimson, we're going to have an issue with monsters spawning constantly, so maybe what we can do is actually head back up real quick and grab the contaminator and clean this area up a little bit for now. So let's go ahead and do that. I think I do have the contaminator with me. That was a mistake. I thought it was in my chest up here, but I guess not. So let's go back down and get back to where we were. So we're back, and we are going to clean this place up. So I'm thinking we go up this way. I don't know if there's any contamination up this way, but we're going to go here. We're going to go down this way. You can see it kind of clearing out the bottom there. And then the main side is this side. We got a lot of contamination on this side that we need to clean up. So we're going to do that really quickly. Now, you can see from the background change that this worked. We are now safe from the corruption, at least. And I think we are going to use this area. I think this is the best area for us to clear out. Now, I don't know if to go up or down. I'm not entirely sure. I think we will probably go down because we want our height to stay in the caverns. And if we go up, we may run into issues with that. So let's go ahead. Keep continuing to kill these guys. And then we're going to start by digging down by quite a bit. I will be right back while I look up the dimensions really quickly. Okay, that was unprofessional of me. I apologize. But we are going to go down 94 blocks. So hopefully we can do a good job of doing the math for this. I don't know how we're supposed to remember what 94 blocks is. Kind of difficult, especially as well when we have different types of blocks. So what we can do here is I should actually make or bring some gray bricks with us. And so let's go ahead and go back up. I want to get some gray bricks to map out the area. I think this would be kind of smart on our end. And I should have done this prior again. But I will find the gray bricks and I will be back down there again. Alright, my friends, so I'm back. So I'm curious if you guys have experienced this as well, but it seems lately my Terraria game has had a little bit more of a issue with performance when having a tab open. This hasn't been a problem before in the past, but it seems like it just started recently. And so I'm not sure what's up with that, but it has been a little bit annoying, to say the least. So I don't know if you guys have been dealing with that as well, but so I've got 94 bricks here, which is the amount we're supposed to have, and then we're going to replace all of these. This should get us to at least know what our whole square is going to look like here. So I believe it's 47 from the top and the bottom of where the center is going to be. And then we definitely don't want to drop any of these, which we've already done We got one missing there. Let's get that back. Don't know if that put it back into our spot. I sure do hope so. So we definitely did not go far enough down. As it appears, not an issue because we can just continue digging. We dig so fast, not an issue to replace it. Unless we're replacing the wrong blocks again, that's an issue. So we're gonna continue down. I will do this once, but next time I have to do this, I definitely will not show it again for you guys, for your sake. And so hopefully this is the right amount of blocks that I'm supposed to go down. I will put an extra one just in case, because extra height doesn't have an issue with extra height. It's doing too little would be an issue. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna come back up here. You can see this is a huge area that we've got to clear out, because then we have to go 164 blocks this way, which that is something that I'm definitely going to speed up for you guys. I don't want you guys to have to watch all of that, but I will start that and then I will see you guys in a little bit. All right, so I measured out the length of this, and it's going to be 180 or 168 blocks, I believe it was. And so that's going to be from the center, which means we need to add one more. I forgot about that. We got to add one more there because we want the center to be a perfect block. But we got that one now cleared up. We're going to go down to make the same height adjustment to get to what we measured over here, and then we are going to continue to build, and then yeah, so we're just doing this step by step, and so I will be right back. All right, so I probably could have found a better material to work with, but I have made the frame for our arena in gray bricks, so I know exactly which area that I need to clean up. This is going to take a while to dig out, and so I'm gonna do a time lapse for you guys so you guys can see me dig it out. But in case you guys wanted to build an arena just like this, I got this from a YouTube video, which I'll try to remember to put the link for in the description, because I can't think of it off the top of my head. It's just a really basic AFK farm tutorial. I went 160 or 186 blocks to the sides and 70 or 96, 90 something, 94 blocks down. And I believe that this is supposed to be the right size, and we'll make sure once we build it. Of course, if we need to make it bigger, it'll be easier to make it bigger, but we're gonna have to clear out all this area inside anyways. So I'll get right to it. I'm gonna break a hole open right here, and we are going to get to digging. Alright, so we cleared out the entire area, at least for now, and at least of solid blocks, not walls yet. We will be clearing it out of walls as well, but I want to find the center points first. So the easiest way for me to find center points is to make some platforms and to build up until the area that we're supposed to be at. Let's go ahead and make some stone platforms. We want 48 of them. In fact, actually we want 48 of them. We want to kill all of these guys. We're gonna solve this spawning issue soon, at least here on this level. We want to clear this area up. We've been getting a crazy amount of loot just from doing this, which I guess makes it worth it in the long run. But what we want to do is we're just going to build up. We're going to use all of these to build up and find the middle spot of this platform, which we'll find from just using all of these basically until we find the middle point. I think it might be technically 47, not 48. 48 works as well. So the middle point should be around here. We will probably have to double check the math on that one. I just want to make sure this is perfect, and sometimes it's a little difficult to get those perfect on the first try. So we know for sure though, so long as there aren't any straggler platforms that it went double or we had any holes, this is 48 high. So I'll be right back while I double check that math. Okay, so math checks out. We actually want to be on the 48th one. So this will work out really well. We're going to now build across on this 48th one. We're going to build right across with, let's use gray bricks. We might as well. And actually, I need to measure out 84 exactly. So let's go ahead and dig these up real quick. It's so much easier to actually just put a stack of the amount you know you need. And then to dig or to go apart from that. So we want 84 of this. Let's go ahead. We'll just put one of these one of these banners somewhere. I don't think we could stick it there. Let's just put it right here maybe. Oh, that guy just jumped out and attacked me really quickly. Okay. So we want, like I said, 84. The platform there is going to count as the 84th one. So we're going to want, let's do 83. That was way too much. 60. We want 83. And we are going to go to the right from this point. And this is going to get us right to our center. And because of all of this blank space, we know for sure that this will be our center block. And I'm going to put a torch right there. Oh, look at this. We skipped a space, meaning that our space is actually right here. It's so easy to just miss a block when you, especially when you build so fast, when you dig so fast, it's really easy to kind of miss the mark. Oh, look at Bones McGee. Do you have any of that bread? There's a bread that you can buy from him now that gives you increased crafting range, which would be really neat for us. So that is all it needs to be there. I'm going to put another platform here maybe, which I could do with this one. This will give us a route down. That platform, I think, went into our box here. Okay, so now we can jump down here whenever we want to. This is the center block. The center block also needs 83. This is going to tell us if our math was right. Fingers crossed that our math was right. We need 83 of this. Way too much there. 93 we need, or actually we need 84 from this one. So we do actually need the full range. There's no platform on that side. And I'm not going to put a platform. Wow, I got 2 magic quiver drops in a row. That's pretty crazy. This will tell us if we need to adjust the side wall at all. I don't think we will. I think I measured it good, but we will definitely find out. The good thing is, if these guys hit me, they die. The pick-me staff was a really good idea to carry with me. Ah, look at that. The math worked out perfect. So you can already kind of see the idea here. You see that the monsters are spawning. The monsters are spawning and they're coming straight to us. And we're going to kind of utilize this feature. The monsters, if we stand in the middle, the monsters will only spawn inside of this box. And if they're spawning inside of this box, that means we can control exactly where they're going, where they're coming from, and how they die. And so we've got our box set up. I'm going to double check just to make sure that the top is high enough, because it does seem like it might be a little low. I don't know if it seems like that to you guys too, but it seems lower than it is, or it seems shorter up on the top half than it is on the bottom half. I'll double check our math, and then I'll be right back. All right, so unfortunately I did have to measure one more up. I had to push the whole thing up one, but it ended up not being a big issue. We got it fixed pretty quickly. Now comes kind of the tedious part, my least favorite part, just because of it's a little bit slower than digging out the floors. It's actually now we've got to dig out the walls. Now I've built a chlorophyte jackhammer because I figured that this would be a little bit faster than using the pawn hammer that we had been using the entire time now. Now the problem is this is quite hard to fight while doing, and so I'm hoping that we don't have any issues here. I'm going to go ahead and time lapse this part as well, and we're gonna hope that nothing too unfortunate happens in our attempt to mine out all these walls. So I will see you guys in a little bit yet again, and then yeah, we'll continue building the arena. Alright, so as you may see, we got all the walls cleared out. So now it is a blockless, wall-less giant square. Oh, we got a corrupt mimic. Let's see if we can take him on. I feel pretty confident with our current status with our weapons and our gear. So I think we can easily take on this corrupt mimic compared to the last few times we tried to take one on. There we go. That gave us... Let's find out. I guess we can get rid of some cobwebs. We don't need mana potions. That gave us a chain guillotines. Oh, wow. I don't know exactly what these are, but it seems pretty cool. They seem like they might be decent for some... Let's see. Let's see what they are like. No, they're not that great. Our swords do a lot better than that at this point. So we will not be switching to those anytime soon. So I do notice, and I do actually, I see that we did get a lot of items dropped from all of these enemies that we've fought today, which is awesome, but also a little bit on the annoying side for our inventory. So we've now created our giant area, this middle spot here. You guys can see, apparently we're still covered with the corruption. I'm pretty sure that's what that background means. Which means we need to take our Clentaminator over here, and we need to do some cleaning up. I guess we just need to come around this way, spray you, come up this way, fly, spray you all the way over here. We're still actually getting that same little horrible error. Look at this, actually turns, did that turn that into a jungle biome? I think we may have messed up our wonderful little mushroom place there. Seems like we have a little bit of corruption still, but this area now is neutral. Except for this side, which is apparently a jungle now, which was a big mistake on my part, because having the mushroom is a little bit better than having jungle there, because the jungle spawns are crazy. That said, at least we will now get to maybe experience some increased spawns. I don't know how that works exactly. We are going to head back up, because what we need to do is obviously number one, clear out this inventory. Also, it's a blood moon. I don't know if you guys saw that. I don't know if you guys saw that in the beginning or during the... Oh, well, we died while getting the clown banner, our 25th clown. That's nice at least, but we did die. I didn't realize our health was so low at that point. Otherwise, I would have probably waited down there. But that's all right. We're not afraid of dying. We've died plenty in this playthrough. But what I want from up here, I honestly forgot it was a blood moon, because it doesn't really affect us down in the caves other than some increased spawns. What I need is iron, and I need to make a bucket, because we need to grab some lava. I think we have some lead or iron in here somewhere. I actually don't see it. It could be, we might have used it for something and taken it over to the other chests, because iron skin potions are pretty popular amongst me. So let's see if we can find that iron or lead. I believe lead works too. A lead bucket. Looking for the lead bars, which I currently don't see anywhere, which is not the best. Oh, here they are. I was gonna say, not the best look for me. Something so simple like lead is unfindable. But we're gonna have to go down and get some lava for our arena, so I figured we build the bucket first. I'm gonna build like 5 or 6 or 7 of them. It ended up being 7, by the way, in case you guys didn't see that. But we're gonna go grab some lava for this arena. We're also going to take a little bit of a break to find out exactly how to build the little pyramid part of the arena. I don't exactly remember what dimensions are needed. So let's go ahead and head down this little tunnel here, and then I will be back with a bucket of lava as well as the platform that we need to set up our arena finally for good. So I'll be right back. All right, we've made it back to our little area here, and the first thing we're going to do is fill up this entire area with walls. That's going to prevent a lot of these bad guys from spawning, especially the bats and the skeletons specifically. I don't know if I got enough wood for this. I'm going to hope that I did, but we are going to speed through this. In fact, I might actually just start placing them, so I'm just going to fill this whole area up. I'll probably switch over to my mining loadout, because it'll be a little bit faster with a little bit more reach. And then I will be back to show you guys the finished product but I won't time lapse this because I think this is a little bit tedious. All right, so after a long time, I finally built the bottom half of the arena the way it's supposed to be, and it's time to work on the top half. The top half pretty way easier than the last half for sure. All that's going to be done is we're going to create the little pyramid that I'm sure you guys know already, and then we are going to build our little base underneath, and then that should be it for the arena. So I want about an 8-foot gap from this here torch, which means we're gonna go across 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1. So we're gonna go up from there, and then 1, 2, 2, 3. Okay, I guess we can keep attacking me. We can actually, we don't need to build fast, so I can change back to my typical wear. So this is going to be our, we can actually heal up a bit because we're struggling there with health. That's going to be our gap that the lava is going to go into. We're going to build this, I would say, let's go ahead and build it this high. I'm getting a little bit tired now. It's a little late, so it's the reason why my building's probably going to be a little sloppier at this point. And then we're going to, let's build from the top down. It'll make it a little bit easier on us when we're trying to remember how high we need this to go. So that's going to be here, and then from here I can actually stand. I don't have to jump anymore, thank goodness. Here and there. We got some snails joining us, but we don't want them here. So we're going to do this and then fill in these gaps here. We got bees beelining for me, or not bees, sorry, bats. Bats start with a B. I thought I could make a funny pun about beelining, and I ended up being completely wrong from the start. So sometimes that happens. So you can already kind of see it working with the skeleton archer. So he would try to get to me. He wouldn't be able to. He would jump into this pit, and this pit is going to end up being his downfall, as it's going to be full of just a little bit of lava that is going to damage him. See, this guy's perfect example. It's going to damage him while we're above. Is it me, or does it look like this torch is closer to the left than the right? I think it is, unfortunately. We're gonna have to move this over one. I do like things being uniform even if I don't like cleaning out my inventory. So let's fix this. We need to destroy this layer of bricks. Perfect. And then we need to go and jackhammer all of these to make it a perfect slope, as well as dig out, like right here, we want to dig out some areas for torches just so that we can see a little bit better. I think here's good. I don't know how much I like that middle one, but it'll be okay for now, I guess. Looks kind of cool. We just have to make sure that we do the same thing on both sides. So we've got to hit each one twice. Twice. Now that one faced the wrong way, unfortunately. I think I was facing the wrong way. There we go. And then we fixed it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All the way up here. And so that is now, after we dig out some holes here. I don't think that's even. I think we want it there. And there, I guess. I think those are the same blocks on each side. Close enough, at least. If not, I have my lava bucket, so we're going to drop some in here. I don't remember how much we need for this to be effective. We're going to find out. Oh, we can see it affecting that armored skeleton already. So he's being killed by the lava. He's trying to jump out. That's gonna cause him to unfortunately not die as fast. We can actually, as you can see, grab all of that without even getting damaged by the lava itself. I went ahead and put a mushroom wall down here for no reason other than I didn't want to keep going back up to get more wood. So our last little bit here is to... We actually don't want to build here. We want to build on... We want to build this block here to make it the same distance across, and here we are. So this is actually an AFK farm that we can use as long as there aren't enemies coming at us from that can go through walls or go through blocks, I guess. So you can see the skeleton's gonna die. We're gonna get his coins. Great. And really it's just so I could sit here and grind for coins if I need to. I know there's some better builds for this, and I will probably attempt to make that happen at some point. But as of right now, I'm pretty happy with this way this came out. And this is going to be something that we continue to build upon. I'm going to put a water candle in here, some chests for when we need them. In fact, we actually have a mushroom chest already that we can place in here. But see, we already got some armor polish. It's going to be a good way to get some items without having to actually put too much work into it, which is always good for us. And so with this will be the last part of this episode. I know this is probably a little bit of a weird episode to come so late in the season, but honestly, we're getting pretty close to the end, and there's a lot of things that I want to do, and I think I'm going to focus on doing them. This episode, as well as the next episode, might be building different farms of different types. And I hope you guys do enjoy them, even if they aren't necessarily eventful. But I've been your host, Bobasaurus. Thank you guys for watching. As always, please watch the next episode. And I hope you guys always stay on your Bobasaurus best.